the expression bottoms up mean? Or what does it mean to be hammered or to babysit a drink? We will learn the meaning of these drinking terms and many more in this lesson. So in this video, we're gonna learn about different vocabulary that you use when you're drinking alcohol, when you're out at the bar. And I'll be honest, it can get really confusing when you're at a bar and you don't know the terms or what the bartender is talking about. So this video will hopefully clear up some of those confusions you might have about different drinking and bar vocabulary so that you will be ready when you go to those bars in America. Okay? So if that sort of topic interests you, keep watching. So bottoms up is an expression that we usually say before we take our first sip of alcohol, and usually when we're in a social setting. So it's a type of toast. We'll go over that word also in this lesson. But you know how when you're drinking anything really, but in this case alcohol, and you turn the bottom of the drink up, that's why we say bottoms up. You are at this bar downtown with your friends and it's your birthday, and before everyone drinks you say bottoms up. We have this term to chug. It's a verb and it means to drink quickly. So maybe you've seen American films or English language films and people are at a party of some sort. Someone's drinking some alcoholic beverage and everyone around them is going chug, 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 chug. Basically, they are saying to drink all of that alcoholic beverage and don't stop. And usually they're doing it very quickly. So I said I would come back to toast. A toast is a message that is said before drinking. Okay, so usually it's done to honor a person or for a specific occasion. So maybe you see toasts done at weddings or maybe at a get-together honoring someone who got a job promotion. They're giving a little message before they drink. And next we have this term to babysit a drink. Yes, babysit a drink. To babysit a drink is to drink alcohol slowly, or to have it sitting in front of you, your drink, and to not drink it. You're just babysitting it. So let's say you are out on the town with your friends and you all are about to leave, but you have this one friend who has not finished his beer. And you tell him, oh my goodness, hurry up and finish your beer and stop babysitting it so we can leave. Next terms we have are buzzed and tipsy, and they're together because they pretty much mean the same thing. And to be buzzed or tipsy means to be a little bit drunk. So maybe you might feel a little buzzed after your first glass of wine. Okay, you're not very drunk, you know, you're not falling over yet, but you're getting there. You're just a little buzzed. Tipsy means the same thing. You're a little tipsy after your first glass of wine. And our next term is a phrasal verb, to cut someone off. This can have different meanings in different contexts. But in this context, in the context of bars and drinking and alcohol, to cut someone off means to tell someone that they are not allowed to drink any more alcohol. So let's say you are a bartender and you notice a man sitting down and he's a little slouched over. He doesn't look like he's too good. He's gone a little bit pale and he's slurring his words. He's talking like this, okay? And he goes up to the bar and asks you for another drink and you tell him, nope, sorry, can't give you any more. You are cut off. So you cut him off. You told him that he couldn't have any more alcohol. And next we have the term a lightweight. So this is also a word that can mean different things in different contexts. But in this context, if you call someone a lightweight, it means that all they need is a little bit of alcohol to start feeling its effects. So if you're a lightweight, it might just take one shot or one beer for you to feel a little dizzy. All you need is a little bit of alcohol if you're a lightweight to feel those effects. And on the flip side of that is a heavyweight. So if you're a heavyweight, then you won't start feeling those negative effects of alcohol unless you consume a relatively large amount of alcohol. If you are a drinker, let me know if you're a lightweight or a heavyweight in the comments. And our next term is DD. Okay, it's an abbreviation of designated driver, okay? But usually we just say DD. And a DD is the person in your social group, in your group that is going out to drink, that has been chosen to drive everyone home. So this person is not drinking very much. He or she might not be drinking at all because they are the designated driver. They want you to get home safely. And our next term is a verb, and it's a way of drinking. It is to sip, okay? So if you're just sipping on something, you're drinking it in small amounts. You're drinking it slowly. So usually people just sip on wine or sip on their cocktail. So our next expression is to not be able to hold one's liquor. That means that after drinking liquor, or really any type of alcohol, you easily become sick. You can't hold your liquor. Okay, you might be drinking and then at the end of the night you just vomit. You can't hold your liquor. And our next term is a hangover. So this has probably happened to too many of us. And it's a bad headache or a sick feeling that you might get after drinking a large amount. Usually you have a hangover the next day. Hopefully you don't have too many of them. And our next expression is to get carded. To get carded. Basically it means that you are being asked to show your ID. This can happen in different situations, but it often happens when you are purchasing alcohol, or if you are going into a bar. If you are at the bar, the bartender might card you. It happens to me all the time because I look so young. So basically they are just wanting to check how old you are. Make sure that you are legally allowed to actually drink alcohol. Next we have a round. So a round is a set of alcoholic drinks, usually purchased by one person for a group of people. Okay, so each person gets a beverage. So someone in your party might ask, shall we have another round? Which means, shall we all have another drink? And you might say, oh, heck yes, we should. And then we have the phrase virgin. It's an adjective, and it describes a cocktail, a mixed drink that doesn't have alcohol in it. So your friend that doesn't drink, right, but is going out with you, might order a virgin daiquiri. It is a non-alcoholic daiquiri. Our next expression is on the rocks. Okay, so this is alcohol served with ice. The ice cubes are the rocks. So I, for instance, like to have whiskey on the rocks, meaning whiskey with some ice. Our next term is a tab or a bar tab. And this is a running list of all the items that you've purchased at a bar. And this tab you will pay at the end. So it's much more convenient than having to pay for each drink individually. And once you get to the bar, you open a tab, okay? So this just means you are starting that running list. So the bartender will ask, would you like to open a tab? And you might say, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And at the end of the night, you close your tab, meaning that you pay for all those items that you purchased at the bar. Our next terms are hammered and wasted. These are slang terms, and they basically mean very drunk. We've all seen someone that was hammered or wasted. It's not a pretty sight. And next we have this phrase on tap or on draft. So it's a way that you get your beer. So if you get your beer on tap or on draft, it means that you're getting it from a tap okay? Usually from maybe a keg or a tank, but it's not in a can or a bottle. So our next term is straight. So some people might use this term in different ways when it comes to drinking and bar terminology. But the most common way of using it, and the way that I use it, is when liquor is consumed by itself with no ice or mixer. So it's just a pour of liquor and that's it. So if you like to drink vodka straight, it means you like to drink vodka on its own. That's it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give me a like. Subscribe to this channel if you like similar videos on different vocabulary used in different contexts. Feel free to leave a comment. I enjoy reading them. And until next time, English learners.